Welcome to a special edition of Beers and Budgeting After Dark. This was the only time that we could find to film this together, so Kyle put the baby to bed. We're gonna crack open a beer and crack open the budget. Let's get to it. Hey guys, it's Justine, your host of the Debt Free Millennials channel, where we talk about how to achieve financial confidence, crush debt that leads to more fun and fewer payments. And this is my husband, Kyle.
Sup?
And you guys know the drill. We crack open a beer while we look over our real income and expenses for the month. There's some surprises. There's some wins and obstacles and challenges, but first we have to get into some of the comments that we received from last month. First, we do the beer.
The beer, and then we'll taste test the beer while we get into our comments.
Yes.
Okay, so this is one of our more favorite. There we go. It's one of our favorite breweries in San Diego. From Pizza Port Brewery, we have the Joys of Summer Indian Pale Ale. It's the end of summer, so it's kind of like might as well.
Yeah. Do our last summer beer before we get into all of the really fun malty ales and all of our darker beers, which
Oktoberfest.
Yeah, if you guys have been following this channel for a while, then you know that's typically our preference. Our favorite, well, I should say my favorite beer really is like the darker ales. But I don't know. IPAs have grown on me since we've moved out here.
Yeah, I feel like they're not as hoppy as they used to be. It was just like hot water and hops in a beer, and it's like, ugh.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers. It's a good end of summer beer.
Yeah. Fresh
right.
And light and crispy.
Let's get into the comments from last time.
Let's.
Do you want to go first? You want me to go first? Because I have mine that I liked.
Well, I think you and I both agreed that Chicago Budgets definitely deserves a shout out because they said, "This is my favorite segment. I'm always here as soon as you post."
Yeah,
Thank
love
you.
That one. I liked Ruby Bonilla 9660. Kyle definitely needs a soapbox of the month every episode. I'm here for all of that, for sure.
And 9 people commented on Lorg Z Avon Lady, which I know you comment a lot on the videos too, so thank you so much. You said you should let Kyle have his own video chat rant segment, and 9 people liked it. I don't know if I should let you take over the channel content.
No, the quality would go down very quickly. Let's talk about that. So the last one that I have is user-in2px9bx8m. I'm not sure. Said, it said I missed out on the Google spreadsheet. I was looking forward to having my income possibly reviewed. What do you got comments on that? Aren't you making some kind of, there's a lot of missing videos. Why would that be?
Well, the missing videos, I actually recorded a video discussing that. So that should be coming out very soon. Long story short, I've been investing in different areas of my business, which has taken me away from doing YouTube content. But I'm slowly getting back into it. This comment says I was looking forward to having my income possibly reviewed. That is the Google Forms to have your budget anonymously reviewed on the channel, which I just filmed one today. This crazy budget that I saw, it was the most amount of money I've ever seen in a budget for like their income. But the forms link is always included in the description box below for all of my videos for the most part. So if you see that question, want your budget anonymously reviewed, that's the Google Forms link that you should use.
Cool.
So hopefully that's still working. Let me know if that's not the case and I'll get you hooked up. Okay, shall we get into it?
Let's get into it. I'm a little nervous after what you said in the intro. It's like, what's gonna happen? So there's some good, bad, ugly surprises, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So, because Jay has been, by the way, if people don't know this, I call her Jay instead of Justine. I don't know why I do. But
I don't think we ever call each other by our first names. If I called you Kyle, like randomly,
Ugh.
you'd be like, what?
Ugh, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. It sounds weird.
Yeah, I never call you Kyle.
Anyways, so she has been doing all this really cool stuff, training, trying to make DFM brought to the next level. You shooting a fly away? What are you doing?
She'll fly.
Oh, okay. So, because of that, she hasn't been bringing in as much income, and I've been all in support of this because it's like we're pulling back on that slingshot to really let the DFM community go as far as like to the moon. We'll call it that. We'll use a little Reddit reference. So, because of that, I'm a little nervous, expecting her income to be way down. But I'm looking at it. I think I'm way wrong.
Yes. By the way, our income for August really did not have anything to do with me. I wish it did. Actually, you know what? I'm going to manifest that and say that this will be our new actual income that we can plan for. That would be amazing. We had our tax refund given back to us. Finally, we had to do an extension on our tax return because some information was screwed up. Anyway, we finally got our refund back. And so that's what accounted for the $21,000 income.
Okay, well, soapbox number 1 coming at you. Not really. It's just the same old story of like, I hate that we didn't have that money throughout the year, that we had to wait to get $8,000 back at the end of the year. It just seems like an inefficient system. I don't need to go down a tax loop. Like, it's late and I will talk a lot, so we're just going to skip that one.
Okay. Yeah, I also think this was a really good opportunity for that income to come on a month where, you know, I was putting more money into the business and I wasn't really taking home consistent income. So this actually, to me, was divine intervention. So let's go ahead and go into the fixed expenses. You'll notice there's a little discrepancy in daycare. Forgot to sign the sheet. Sign the sheet. If you don't sign in the sign-in sheet or sign them out, you get docked $3 for every missed signature. They do a lot of safety checks, which is great, but yeah, missed that.
I'm also kind of like, you could just look at the clipboard and see my kid standing next to you. I don't know. Anyways.
Hey, remember how somebody commented that we did really well on groceries?
I did see that. We almost brought that one up. Maybe we
last month?
So, yeah. So here's what I think happens. Is you have, like the previous month, right, we did really well on our budget for groceries the previous month. That's because probably like the last day of the month, we didn't go to the grocery store. So then on the first day of this month, we went to the grocery store. And then instead of waiting until September to go to the grocery store, we bumped it up. So we had a lot of grocery trips packed in, because if you have them like overlapping at the ends of the month, or it's like, well, I'll go before the end of the month. Oh no, I'll wait and go after the end of the month. Then it carries over and it looks weird. So it looks like we spent a ton of money. But the thing is, last month we didn't spend any. So I bet if you average those two out, it'd come out to be around $750.
Yeah, we were just under 150 for groceries in July, and then we were about over 150.
It's like I looked at this before the video. Actually, I didn't. I just did that in my head from logic.
Boom. Logified.
That was good. I'm gonna use
Logified.
I'm gonna try and work that one in a report or a presentation at work.
Please do.
There you go.
I think that would be fantastic. Okay. Let's talk. Okay, so we did tax stuff in August finally. So we paid our CPA. I kept moving money over to her. Well, because we're way past April. Usually we pay her in April this time, but she was paid in August. So anyway, car expenses, we're just setting money aside for that. So we got over $1,000 set aside for car expenses, which, by the way, our steering wheel for our car started peeling back, and just like the
fake leather plastic cover stuff that's on all the steering wheels just started like peeling off.
Yeah, it was kind of a mess. So we got a cheap cover from Amazon. And so our thickness of the steering wheel doubled in size. So now I'm just like clawing onto this thing, but so much cheaper than I was only imagining how else could you repair this? I feel like you would have to replace the entire steering wheel, and that just doesn't seem safe. Unless you go to the dealership, right?
No, they can do that. That's fine. But it looks like you got to do more than that. Like, it just doesn't look like a cheap option. And it was $15 steering wheel cover. I'm like, I'm okay with it. So it's not a big deal.
Good. Gas, we were way under because we didn't go anywhere this time. We weren't driving across town like I was in July.
I don't think we even left the neighborhood this past month.
Yeah. Not really. That's weird.
I guess we went to Hermosa one night. And that was it.
Yeah, we've gone to other...
Which is like 3 miles away.
We've done other little beach towns here and there, just trying to get out and do some new things, so that's fun. But we did talk about doing a date night because it's been a while since we've done a date night or even a day date, and that's mainly because we knew my income was going to take a hit, and it just felt like weird and not the responsible thing to do when I wasn't paying myself.
And I worked a bunch of overtime too, so. I'm
pausing because normally I skip ahead to the next section, then you're like, but wait.
It's late. I want to go to bed.
Okay. We were under our restaurant budget.
Yay. Good.
Yeah. Under our restaurant budget, we've spent some money from the LA bucket list. We did movies. Ooh, you went and saw Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
How was that?
I mean, I'm super biased. I loved it. I'm a nuclear engineer. So, yeah, I'm going to love that movie. You went and saw Barbie. How was it?
Loved it. Me and my one of my friends saw it, and we were just like crying and laughing, and it's just so good. So good. Everybody should watch it. I'm a little biased. Watch it. Everybody.
Okay, how'd the rest of it go? Then?
Shopping, we were slightly over, and this is where I wanted to take a look at what exactly was bought at Target and Amazon, because Amazon, there were 4 different Amazon purchases and 2 for Target, and I think in one of those Target excursions was actually some groceries, which doesn't help out our grocery agenda, but I'm just saying there was money there. And then let's see, all the rest of the stuff is like set aside. Yeah, everything else looks really good. We didn't really spend any money on the fun stuff. I didn't spend any money on clothes. You didn't spend any money on clothes. And we have been starting to contribute money to, well, we've been contributing money towards the gifts funds. We didn't spend any money on gifts. Yes, we did. That's what. Amazon purchase for your mom's birthday, we got to go put into the gifts budget. That's right. So some of this stuff needs to be moved over.
This is why I don't do the budget.
Yeah. And we got to make sure that we are in agreement of what we want to have for Christmas, because we have a good little stockpile saved up for Christmas, but I want to take a look at last year's Christmas budget and how much we actually spent and what we're going to plan for this year.
By the way, if you have not been budgeting all year long and you want to start and you're like, oh yeah, Christmas, I have to buy gifts. You can now start setting money aside now. So if you did $250 a month, now to the end of the year, you'd have $1,000 for Christmas presents if you have that kind of money to spare. Homemade gifts are great. We've done that before in the past. Like
Secret Santa gifts are amazing.
Yeah, the white elephant gifts or whatever they call them now.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say we do that with your family because now there's like 12 of us. I have no idea. When you include partners and kids and all that. So now doing Secret Santas for all the adults, and then the kids, you know, you can get like cheapo things for them.
Yeah.
kids only really care about quantity and not so much quality, especially at a very young age. So
That's the way I was.
Yeah, of course. Just want to rip open a ton of gifts.
Yeah.
Okay. Future?
Cool.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. I already updated most of my accounts on this, so really we just need to update yours. But we have $175,272 for the down payment home upgrades fund. We're still putting $1,000 aside for that, which I'm really happy about, but I'm not happy about this housing market.
It's a 40-year unaffordability metric. And I'm kind of like, why would I buy a house?
Yeah.
Why would I buy a house when a stock is at a 40-year high? I don't know. I'm not sure what to do.
And it's not just the cost of the house or like your mortgage payment and the rate. It's all the other sunk costs that go into ownership. The maintenance. I was just thinking about the maintenance that we've had to do in this unit because we're actually celebrating 1 full year of being in LA this month.
It's crazy.
Like literally in a couple of days. And we've had to do a couple of repairs where we've had to change out the light bulbs.
Yeah, the light fixtures.
In kitchen and laundry. We had to replace the ceiling fan. We had to redo the blinds.
Got a sink that's broken right now.
Oh yeah, that does need to be fixed. We're not obviously paying for this. The property manager and the owner is taking care of it. But those are the fixes that we've had to do in the past year. And what do you think that's amounted to?
2,000?
Yeah, the blinds were crazy
Silly
expensive.
Like,
it was like probably
just to repair. It's not like brand new blinds.
Yeah, it was probably like $600 or $700 to repair. And then
Blinds.
And then the ceiling fan, that had to have been a couple $100. It was a nice ceiling fan. It is a nice ceiling fan. I digress.
That was a great deep dive into stuff that nobody cares about.
Maybe I'm soapboxing tonight because you're not doing it.
Ooh. Challenge accepted.
Okay.
Video's not over yet.
Oh, video's not over yet. Let me take a look at my Robinhood because I do think that was the one that I missed.
Yeah.
But everything else, all my stuff in the vacation fund is up to date. Quinn's college fund, all that good stuff.
$1,891.40.
Perfect. Okay, now I can see my Robinhood has gone down just slightly.
My stash is $1,236.49.
Okay.
Everything's all right.
Yeah, all of my IRAs went up with Vanguard too when I input those numbers.
I feel very much like I'm on cruise control right now with the housing market the way it is and all the stuff that's going on. So I really just am kind of like, meh.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, cruise control. There was another thing that I wanted to say because I put at the end of the month, Ponchos.
God, that really...
I knew I wanted to talk about that. So we did really well on our restaurant spending. We could have done even better. We could have been incredible with the restaurant spending if it wasn't for freaking Ponchos. Ponchos. This restaurant was recommended to you by a coworker.
Yeah, and it's delicious. It's Tex-Mex, but Tex-Mex. It was actually really good, like quality meat, quality tortillas, good chips, rice and beans. Rice was on spot, beans, meh. But all that was all right. We split the meal.
We split the meal, but we each got our own margaritas.
Yeah, margaritas. And I make great margaritas at home with fresh squeezed limes, the whole 9 yards.
I can testify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we get the bill. How much was each margarita?
$16.
And I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, this is not... No.
Our entire bill for one meal that we split, 2 margaritas and a kid's meal, was $91.
Yeah.
We were both sick about it because we committed the consumer crime, which is to not look at the price before you order. We looked at our entree price and we're like, oh yeah, this does seem kind of expensive. I think it was like $20 a plate plus.
Yeah, and I was like, well, we're going to split it.
We'll split it, yeah. And we knew Quinn was going to get something and like eat 1 grain of rice and then call it a day. So we're like, whoa, probably. So we said we'll eat just whatever is left on our plate if we're still hungry, and then we'll just grab margaritas. Cool. We had no idea that the margaritas were going to be like Las Vegas Strip price, because that's exactly what it was. We should have known better. We should have looked at the cost of the drinks. Drinks will always get you.
That was amateur hour. I don't know
Yeah, that was a third of the lunch price. But still, like, to spend that amount of money on lunch, that hurt.
Yep.
That really, really hurt.
We're still talking about it, obviously.
Yep, soapbox. What's going on for September that we need to adjust the budget for? Are you traveling anywhere?
Not that I know of.
Oh, but your friend's coming into town. Kyle's having a little staycation with one of his good friends from college.
Yep.
And Quinn and I are going back home to see my cousin and her new baby. We're so excited. So yeah, I'm gonna be most likely spending some money out there when I go home. Not a lot, but you know how it normally is. You want to go out for barbecue, you want to go out for drinks. So I will be pulling some money from the vacation fund, and I actually was curious about this because we have such a surplus. I would love to move some more money to the vacation fund, not just for that trip. That trip's not going to take a lot of money. But also we have talked about going on another like parents' weekend away.
Oh, you mean a vacation?
A vacation. And I want money for that.
Okay.
And I want to fuel the vacation fund more like we used to. We used to just go crazy on the vacation fund.
Yeah, we used to throw all the money in there.
And
Felt like.
I know, and I feel like this is actually coming to me right now. I didn't even plan this. I planned talking about the vacation fund, but honestly, with the down payment stuff, does it even make sense to keep throwing money at that goal?
I don't know. This is the part where I feel a little defeated because it's like I'm sprinting at the goalpost, and the goalpost just moving twice as fast away from me as I can ever run. So I'm like, it feels defeating to be like, meh, who cares? We're never going to get it anyways. Might as well go have fun while we can.
Well, yeah, and 20% continues to decrease the like overall price of what we're searching for. Like,
oh yeah, it started out $1 million, and then it went to $9 million, and then it went to 800, and now we're down to like 6, maybe 500 that we can own because the rates are going up and all that stuff.
Yeah, 650 is feels better than 750 feels tight now. 750
Depending on
feels
where you're buying and what state you're living in and the taxes and all that stuff, it's not affordable.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, should we just like not contribute to it for a while and put it towards some really fun vacation trips? Like, I mean, we want to go to Europe next year.
We do?
We want to go to Spain.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would almost rather start putting money towards the vacation fund and maybe just take a pause. We have a lot of money saved up for the down payment at this point, so.
Okay, so let's talk about that. How about we do half of what we put to the down payment? So instead of 1,000, we'll do 500. And we'll take the extra 500 and put it toward the vacation fund. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to take the surplus that we had in income while your income is down and say, hey, let's just throw it all in the vacation fund.
Right. No, I don't.
I'm comfortable with that. I think we take all the surplus we had and we just throw it in a low income pot that's temporary, right? You know, it's a penciled line instead of an ink line. Where we say, okay, this is our carryover pot while you're still doing your trainings and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then when that runs out or whatever, we'll figure out where else we can bring in income from.
I like that idea. We could definitely do that.
Okay, so our
income reserve.
Boom, done.
That's more than plenty. more than plenty.
Okay. Well, then with the surplus we got from that, we can start looking at plussing up a vacation.
Yay.
So I think someone a while back asked us to fill in the green part too.
Yes.
So we did that.
Yep. But except for the year-to-date contributions. Some reason I didn't put that in there or didn't have that. But you can see exactly what that is. Per paycheck.
Cool.
$718. This, by the way, is this my? Yeah, times 4. Got it. Yeah, because you get paid every week.
Yep.
Which is new for us. I like it.
It makes no difference to me.
I like it. Okay, I think that's it. Did we rant enough?
I think so.
Did we?
You kind of got on a little, like...
It's been a week, you guys. We both, I'm about to do it again. It's been a week.
Yeah. We're both stinky. I mean, we're in our work clothes, so
yeah, we're gonna shower.
Yeah.
And I just want a day off. We talked about this. We want a day off of work and we want a day off of parenting and just
sit on the couch.
Sit on the couch or just go out to lunch by ourselves for a little bit.
Sounds so melancholy.
I know. I love Quinn. I'm obsessed with Quinn. Obsessed.
Yeah.
And I also need a mommy timeout sometimes. Just to be chill, just to recenter, refocus, and then get back at it.
That's the show, folks.
And that's all she wrote. Until next time.
See ya.
Bye.